Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video, welcome to another vlog. We are back once again, and hopefully you guys like the background. I think it's a pretty nice background with the water flowing and skate park over there. So I think I might shoot here a couple more times with this kind of background. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive into today's topic, which is basically my thoughts on the gig economy. And the reason that I wanted to bring this up, the reason that I wanted to talk about this in today's video is because personally, I am a gig worker. And what is a gig worker, you may ask? A gig worker basically is someone who doesn't work the typical 9 to 5 and has more flexibility. We are contractors, and we do anything from food delivery to, you know, groceries, general merchandise like TVs and stuff like that. It just really depends. There's all kinds of options out there. There are also rideshare options, so you can be an Uber driver. You can drive people around in your car if you want to. I personally don't do that, but you can if you want to. So gig jobs are definitely what is like a main thing for me, so I thought it'd be good to talk about today. And there's a lot of interesting perspectives that a lot of people have about it, and I have my own as well. So I thought I would just kind of make this video and talk about it a little bit. So, like I said, I am mainly a DoorDasher. That's my main gig job. I used to work at a gas station for like a year and 8 months, I think, something like that. A little over a year and a half. Maybe it was a year and 7 months, but I used to work at the gas station, so that would be what I would consider a typical job. Not a 9 to 5 job per se, but typical job. So you may be asking, why did I switch to a gig job? Now, the biggest factor for this, the biggest thing or reason that I switched from a normal job to a gig job is really, it's more of like mental health and freedom. That is like the two main things for me. So what I mean by the mental health part is that at my normal job, I was stuck in a very small building, and I was working 8-hour shifts, and it's like the same thing repetitive every single time. No scenery changes, no different, types of customers, I guess, no different stores that I have to go to. It's just the same thing every single time. And I got like so sick of that that I decided to put in my 2 weeks and become full-time as a DoorDasher. I also do an app called Roadie as well, but Roadie is more for the general merchandise. You could deliver all kinds of things, but I have been seeing a lot of grocery orders come up, but I haven't taken them because they really haven't been worth taking. But that's mainly the two apps that I use, and I juggle between them depending on which one has a better deal than the other one. But it allows me to work fewer hours for more pay, and that's also another good reason here because at my normal job I was making $11.50 an hour, and it's now $12 an hour because they keep raising it. But doing DoorDash, I'm averaging between 20 and sometimes 30 an hour, but typically 20 to 25 an hour. And there's a reason for that. I'm very selective with my orders, and I kind of judge, like the distance and how much it is and stuff like that. I have a different strategy than a lot of people do that are just starting out. But if you get the hang of things, then it gets pretty easy to navigate and make good money. So, so I talked about mental health, and the other reason, honestly, I forgot. That's how my mind goes sometimes, but I want to bring a different perspective because I've been reading a lot of the news lately, and I've been reading all these articles and things about, like DoorDashers going on strike, Instacart going on strike, different apps like that. So my perspective is that when it comes to gig apps, with regards to like going on strike and low pay and stuff like that, I will say that those apps, including the DoorDash app that I work for, the base pay, so like your starting wage, is insanely low. For my base pay, it's typically like $2.25 is what it is. It used to be 250, and then they lowered it to 225. So I do rely very heavily off of tips. But for me, there's a lot of orders in my market, so it's not very hard for me to make some decent money. I thought I heard some people over there. I see a car over there. I'm by the skate park. A lot of people come here for the skate park. So, but yeah, my thoughts are, if you want to do a gig job, definitely go ahead and try it. See if you like it. I would recommend doing this before you quit your main job. That's what I did. I tried it out for about 5 or 6 months and really enjoyed it. I liked having the freedom of it. And it's just awesome. You can make your own schedule, work when you want to, and you get some nice scenery changes. But I will say it does take a toll on your car because obviously you're racking up the mileage on your car at the same time. But my advice for someone who's considering doing a gig job is just to, like I said, go out and try it first, see if you like it. If you do like it and you feel comfortable quitting your day job, go ahead and do that. I won't hold you against that. Go ahead and do what you want to do. But keep in mind that when it comes to tax time, it may get a little bit complicated because technically you're self-employed as a contractor for these companies, so it gets a little bit like gray area when it comes to taxes. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and have a stash of money set aside just in case you may owe something. That's what I've done personally. So that would be a very good idea. But all that being said, guys, I think I've really covered some of the main bases I wanted to cover in today's video. So hopefully you guys have liked it. It's a little something different. I don't usually talk about gig jobs and gig economy and stuff like that. But one last thing I wanted to end off with is that there's a lot of competition currently between the regular jobs and the gig jobs. And I will say that is only going to get, I guess, worse or more intense. It's going to get very chaotic, let's say, because what's happening now with the gig economy is that people are making more and they're choosing not to work for those other day job companies. And that's causing them to lose employees and et cetera, et cetera. But I'll let you guys kind of ponder on that thought and let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do you think gig economy is going to explode in the future, or do you think it's going to die off? Let me know in the comments down below. But with all that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.